Hey everybody, Brian Ahlstrom here again. 1 week out of the natural universe in Bolingbrook, Illinois, and 1 week away from the Pro International in Overland Park, Kansas. Had a great show of the natural universe. Finished fifth out of eight. Had a super tough class. I actually obtained one first place vote from a judge, which is pretty special to me. I went into this year not really having a ton of expectations. I had 3 shows planned, and my goal was top 5 in one of the shows, and I actually won the first one, finished fifth in the second one, and the Natural Universe was just a ridiculous lineup. I mean, in first place was Justin Ferguera. Second place was the one and only, the notorious grind dude, Ryan Doris. Love that guy. Got a chance to talk with him a little bit. He's just even cooler in person. So thanks, Ryan, for taking time out and just being a real guy. It's nice to see. It's refreshing. All the guys were actually like that. We hung out, had a great time. Shane Butler's another cool dude. Anyway, Michael Waddington finished third. Great guy. Had a chance to talk with him the day after the show. Like I said, Shane Butler. Shane finished fourth. Shane's a great guy. I'll see Shane and Ryan both at the Pro International. I'm not sure on weight classes if they'll be with me or if they'll be in the heavyweights. So they'll be right on the border. We got 22 guys or 21 so far. I'll kind of run that down later. In sixth place, you had Habadine Alarian, another great guy. I've known Habby via Facebook for quite a while, and finally got to meet him and get a picture with him and hang out. And super cool dude. Tyran Lopez, another great guy. I know I can't say anything bad about any of these guys. They're all awesome. In eighth place was Marco Addis. He's from Italy. Justin Ferguera is from Australia. Michael Waddington is from Australia as well. So we had 3 international competitors in the show, which was pretty cool. Be able to share the stage with such great pros. We were on stage for roughly 45 minutes, and I actually was up front posing for about 35 of those. So the DOMS was set in pretty hardcore, and I just recovered from that the last few days. But it was great to get the stage time. When you work so hard, you want to be on stage as much as possible. So that kind of wraps up what I did in a nutshell. And I'm just my eyes are all on KC. We're gonna have a big crowd there, so hopefully I don't let anybody down, and hopefully we have a good show. Jason Vaughn also competed at the Natural Universe on the INBA amateur side. Jason won his class, and I knew he'd have a tough overall, but I thought he had a great shot. He actually lost to Marco Addis in the overall. Marco was a pro, but evidently some rule states that being that he's never won or placed or done a pro show or won money, that he could do the amateur as well, which seems kind of absurd to me. So you had a pro that already had a pro card taking away from an amateur that would have won his pro card. Jason would have won the overall, but Jason's main focus has always been Overland Park, Kansas City area, just like me. I came from the NANBF, so I want to make a splash in the IFPA. Hopefully it's in the cards for me to get a top 5. But it's gonna be spectacular. I feel so honored and humbled to be able to share the stage with some of these guys. It just blows my mind. And to get a first place vote in the Natural Universe against the guys I was up against is just even more flattering, and I love it. And actually, it sounds like Shane Butler and I finished in a tie for 4th, and he got the nod over me. Shane was in a little better conditioning than myself. I've heard a few things about posing, but I don't know. Looking at pictures, I thought my posing was right there with him. But with that in mind, I'll be hooking up with Jeff Alberts this week, just to fine tune things. Jeff's a good friend, great guy. We'll talk a little shop. We'll do a little posing, and it'll be nice to talk with a guy like that that's so grounded and so balanced. Several days out from a show, and he'll get my head on straight if it's not already. It's been a kind of tough week here. Diet's hitting me hard. It's hitting the family hard, and we'll evaluate and see how KC goes. But I'm not committed to anything after that. So anyway, I was talking about the Kansas City lineup, and just to give you a rundown, this is just going to be spectacular. It's as of right now, it's shaking up. are shaking out to look like this for the lightweights. Got myself, Aaron Bubico. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong here too. Nick Early, Ryan Nelson, Doug Mathis, Charles Matthews, the one and only Moji Alua, who won the California show earlier this year. Shane Blasé, with Shane is a phenomenal competitor from what I've heard. Cleveland Thomas, the one, the only, the truth. Cleveland Thomas, world champion. He's just freaking amazing, and I just hope may God put me in between Moji Alua and Cleveland Thomas, right in between the two of them would be a dream come true. A couple guys that I really, really admire. Eric Ahlstrom from Canada, I believe he'll be in the show, and then Shane Butler is right on the border of either being a lightweight or a heavyweight, and it's kind of be that way with everybody. We'll all have to weigh in and see how it shakes out. And then we've got Ryan Doris, Tony Dioniso, Marco Paginelli, Benny Mobley, Luke Ellis. Luke's a good friend, known him for years. Can't wait to hang out with Big Luke and be able to ham it up backstage and the night before. He's a super, super cool guy. Darren Nash, Waylon Smith, Quinn Cravens, Chris Gaines, and Smiley Elmore Jr. Smiley is another great guy. Looking forward to meeting Smiley and shaking his hand, and he just seems like a real genuine down to earth guy. So that's pretty much what I got going in a nutshell. Lost like 3 or 4 pounds, believe it or not, coming out of the natural universe. I've really pushed hard this week. I was nervous before, pushing too hard and sacrificing some muscle. I got some great comments about being able to hang with the big guys with my size, which I wasn't sure if I would, and it's nice to know that I can. So all in all, it's been going well. I've been really happy with the heavy backload by Cliff Wilson. Been pounding some carbs. I mean, like 1,200 on Friday and like 2,000 on Saturday show day, and I haven't spilled. Stayed real big and full. It's bigger and more full than I've ever looked in the past. I haven't been stringy at all, so I've been super happy. It's a little scary. You're smooth and watery on Friday night just because your body cannot assimilate the carbs that quickly, and a lot happens during the night, and I wake up actually flat after that many carbs, which just blows my mind. I've had 3 gallons of water each Friday too, loading up. So sucking down the water and sucking down the carbs and keeping my sodium consistent. Those are the keys to keeping full and not going flat. All in all, things are going pretty good. And like I said, it's going to be an honor just to be on stage with another. Basically, this Kansas City show might as well be the Yorton Cup. It's so tough. Like I said, my goal is top 5, but it's in the judges' hands. I'm going to do my thing and hopefully get an opportunity to stand next to some of the great guys like I did last weekend, and whatever happens, happens. So that's me. That's kind of where I'm at. And I want to give a shout out to Mandy Embry. She's doing the open figure in Overland Park, and she's a seasoned competitor. She's going to do really well. She's just shredded. We've pushed her pretty hard, but she's not going to be one of the bigger girls. We knew that going in, so we had to err on the side of getting her super lean and getting her to stand out that way. She's got great stage presence, a lot of swagger, a lot of charisma, and just very confident. Love watching her on stage. She's one of my favorite competitors to watch on the female side. And then we've got Jason Vaughn, as I hit on earlier. Jason's going to be doing the open, probably the open short. He's about 5'7", 153, 154 before we get carbs in him. Jason will do really well. He's tightened up nicely this week. He just had a little bit of fat on his glutes and his legs, but all in all, he looked really good. His posing has come up a ton. He's been a very hard worker. I've been very impressed with him, and Mandy as well. You guys are doing awesome. Just keep killing it, and I'll see everybody in a few days. Like I said, moving forward with me, I haven't closed the door on anything. It'll be a family decision where I go after the Kansas City show. I've definitely given up and sacrificed a lot to get kind of where I'm at, and sitting back last night and thinking I've dieted almost 70 weeks in the last less than 3 years. So it's probably time to really think about putting some gains in. I've contacted Dr. Mike Zordis. I'm going to look at the DUP training and get something custom for myself that I've never done before. Uh, and hopefully we can bring up some areas of weakness and add some size. Kind of the reason that I'm not sure what I'm going to do is just you kind of neglect things in your life, and you push things to the side, and your family suffers, and it's just a very selfish sport. I know everybody talks about balance, but I've yet to find that. I'm an all in or all out, and my focus is my job and my family and my prep, and the prep starts to outweigh your family balance a little bit, and it's just not the way it should be. So, like I said, you never know what happens in Kansas City, and it'll be a total family decision. Whatever I do from here, whatever they tell me to do, whatever we feel that we should do together, that's exactly what I'll do, and I won't look back. Um, I just want to say thanks to everybody for the support. It's just been completely overwhelming, and hopefully I'm making everybody proud and representing myself, my family, my sponsors. Again, my sponsors are Iowa Rotocast, Color Graphics, Realcore, Anytime Fitness, ProSource.net, Beyond Driven, and Ahlstrom Fitness Consulting. It's been great having some good people in my corner. Appreciate all the support, and I'll keep doing what I do, and hopefully it'll be enough to place me high at the Pro International. Train hard, everybody. Diet harder. A la Matt Jackson. Peace.